picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So BYU's offense will have the football first. And here comes L.J. Martin, one of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
BYU has this offense clicking. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. There's a little room there. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Martin. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's going to run it. Turning it on! Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The hand to the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Jordan. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man. It's Casper. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He's got him this time. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll go right back to him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the lone running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Right on the money. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A little bit of feel. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arizona! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money game. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. It's Bachmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Turns it loose deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got the tight end. Stumbled to the ground. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give on the option. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Under fire. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
There's a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. They're setting up the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They go to the counter, and there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Bachmeier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The play action fake. Caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Powers through the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bears the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Fafita. They'll run the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Swings it out to his running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeier. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Cougars! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Running inside, it's Craig. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Fafita. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Dumps it off in the flats. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Bachmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pulls it on the option. There's some... Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The lone back's got it. Makes a man miss. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced him to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He's got him. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Arizona comes out with another first down. They'll go back to the ground. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Arizona runs out the punt tee. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They go to the draw. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Got him downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Handoff to the lone back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pulls it on the option. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They're going to run it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, outbreaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pressure coming. Got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. He'll heave it deep. Snags it down the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looks as if he's going to run it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, BYU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He'll throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And here comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. They go to the wide receiver screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Looking for a big gain. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Off play action. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Buckmeyer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Touchdown, Cougar! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they make in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Look out, he's got room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
On target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Craig. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
BYU with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Phillips. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Lyons. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That pass is incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Could be an alley. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.